Welcome back to the National Arena. This for the second game of the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League. Features Waves up against the Storm, White up against Black, Sean Grant up against CC. Corey Campbell.
Are we going against each other?
Maybe. Who to tell? Actually, no.
I hadn't realized. Because you would win. I would concede.
I would not even answer that. But after watching the entertaining first game, we are getting ready for the second of the evening. And we should close out the first day of 4. And promises to be, from what we just saw, mouth-watering between these two teams.
Yes, indeed. We saw some excellent basketball on occasion, exploding throughout the game just now. And what we realized is that people came to play.
You thought they didn't?
I am very happy that people came to play, and people came to watch those players play, because the stands are now looking even more filled as we continue into the second and final game for today.
Especially the players or the individuals from Harborview.
Yes.
If you realize, a lot of the persons who are cheering, they're missing seats.
Yes, yes, there are. And here we have a view of our referees. The referees for this second game for the day. Our crew chief is Nicholas Hales.
That's the one to the right on the screen.
Carlos Henry.
One to the left on the screen.
And right down the middle, Lucian Morris.
The tallest of the three.
And we have a look now at the team in white, which would be our elite white team.
Waves. So that's the Waves.
What is the handle for the white team? They're the Waves?
They're the Waves.
And the next team, the team in black would be the Storm.
Yeah. It's the Waves and the Storm.
So what we're looking towards is whether or not the Waves can weather the Storm.
Oh my word. I was waiting for you to say that, though. To be honest, I was waiting for you to say that. As looking at some of the players, we were talking about some of the players early on. Lidford Brown on the Storm team in the black, coached by Jim Brunelli. And the coach Robinson from the Waves unit. And they're wearing the white. As the music plays again in the background, entertaining the gathering inside of the National Arena. Getting ready for the second game. You just saw Brunelli in your screen a short while ago, to the right of your screen. So some of the players there from the Storm. From the Waves, pardon me, number 10 is Davis. Number 22 is Bowers. Number 23 is Walker. Some of the players from the Waves team. That's the coach, Jim Bernelli. He's a very, shall I say, a man who expounds on himself, explains himself. He talks a lot, many may say, but he knows the game. So already, you see Waves on the court. They look ready. Thomas is on the court, number 2 jersey. Number 23, Walker is there. And also there on the court is Davis in the number 10. And in the number 4 is Golding for Waves. Number 24 for Storm is Forbes. Right on the sidelines between the 3 referees, Hales, Morris, and Henry. Forbes is there. Also Bailey for the Storm team in the black. 2 referees having a discussion. That's the crew chief, Hales, alongside Morris to his left and Henry to his right. So it's not head referee anymore, it's crew chief.
It's the crew chief, not chief referee, not head ref.
No,
crew chief.
That has gone through the door.
But things have changed.
Young lady in the stands, though, reading a book. She's getting ready for the second game. I saw her on her feet earlier on, cheering.
She's upstairs in the mezzanine.
Yes, she is.
On the balcony, as they call it.
So first and second, you may call it, or downstairs and upstairs, capturing what's happening in that side of the National Arena. You see those empty seats there. They were filled earlier on, and I think the persons have gone outside to catch up somewhat.
They're probably gone to get food. They're probably gone to share the joys that they had, because I think that entire section was from Harbour View. And they were all going crazy when Sutherland took the floor.
You know, that's what I meant by I said catch up, right?
I didn't.
No, you didn't know.
No, I didn't know. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I like to give. As we see the other end, the team in the black with the coach, Brunelli, walking in. And we see some celebrities walking in. We don't see them on the television screen just yet. Did they show a picture of you because you're a celebrity? You're a walk-on back in your day. So I'm just saying, though, a huge celebrity in the commentary box with us.
Walking on, yes.
Courtney Campbell.
Indeed. Oh, boy. But we're looking forward to another great game today. And what I realized is that the Storm...
There you are, Courtney. They had to capture you. They had to capture you.
It was your fault.
Look at him well.
You
He's
do know that you're the one that caused that, right?
national player and a walk-on when he was attending what university?
Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan.
All right, a walk-on there. Not anywhere else, though, but there.
No, that's the only place I walked on.
Yeah.
Yes. I would have gotten the initial scholarship to
That's
FIU.
individual Jermaine Gonzalez.
Yes.
In the picture. And a hug there.
And that just brings to mind that there have been so many Jamaicans, basketball players that is, who've made their name internationally.
Well, Wayne Dawkins, the founder of Phase One, is standing beside him. And Jerry Gonzalez, who likes to play a bit of basketball, played a bit of basketball when he was younger.
He did?
Yes. No. That's just little basketball on the corner.
Oh, okay.
Himself and Usain Bolt, actually, were very, very good friends back then when both left high school and came to Kingston. And they were staying at the same place. And they played a lot of basketball along with Melaine Walker, Walker's brother.
Melaine Walker's brother, not Melaine Walker.
No, Melaine Walker.
Oh, okay.
Her brother was a very good basketball player. He played basketball.
Okay, I did not know
Walker.
That. Yes.
So they all played basketball together back then. I told you I watched.
Well, I'm just waiting on the part where you introduce yourself on the game, because I don't think you just watched. I think you tried to play several times.
I did not. But if you think that, though. So, in the meantime, the black team is on the court. Number 33, we don't have that information. Hopefully we'll get that to you very shortly, though.
We will have to check with our team to get the number 33 for the Storm. We're not sure what number that is, the number 33.
So here is it, the game going to get on the way very soon. So, the three officials are there, getting ready for the tip-off. He's on the court right now. Brown is there, number 11 for the Storm in the black jersey. Bailey is also there, wearing number 3. Forbes is there in the 34.
Referee Nicholas Hales making sure everything is right, and the ball is tipped up and won by the Storm. So the point guard, Joel Bailey, brings it across the line.
Yes, he does.
Hands it off.
Almost a steal to the big man. It takes a three-pointer.
Battle for the rebound inside by the other big man.
Forbes takes a shot and opens the proceedings in the second game. That's Forbes for the Storm. Going to the other end right away, attacking the opponent's basket.
Wasting no time.
End-to-end action and finishing cleanly
Is
the number 33. which I just figured he would be in the action a lot, so I wanted his name. That's okay. We'll get to you in a very short while. Our producers are working feverishly.
And the Waves took a spill, but they have the ball to inbound. Referee Carlos Henry handing it over to the number 10, Mr. Jamal Davis.
So Jamal Davis there for the Waves.
So now, point guard Dylan Walker, and
so Triplett changed his number on us. He had 4, but he said he doesn't like the number. He wants a double digit.
Slapped out of bounds as Forbes was making his way to the hoop. They will now inbound from the outside.
Jalen Triplett actually is the number 33.
Okay.
Had him as 4. We all had him as 4. But guess what? He said he didn't like the number. I'm just making it up though, but it's not the same number. In the meantime, a 3-pointer outside in the front of the rim. Yeah, once again, the other end of the court. Whistle on the play, though. Not liking the call or the Storm. But I think going to the line is Golding. Is he going to the line, though? I think he is.
He should be.
Yes, he is going to the line.
Nope, they're inbounding from outside.
No, he's going to the line.
He's going to, oh.
That's why they did not like the call. He was driving towards the basket, though. It was slapped out of his hand.
Before he made his step, so judgment call on the part of the referee. That's number 4, Nakaro Golding. He's a small forward. Stands at 6'6".
So he's taller than you.
Yes, he is.
Now, let me just be frank, though. Everyone in the national arena is taller than me, so I'm not measuring anyone. Second attempt. And easing in was Golding, the first and second. Bailey. Point guard, this for the Storm, switching the play to Brown, just outside.
To Triplett.
To Triplett.
Triplett back down to Bailey.
Takes a shot, though. Soft shot. Rebound gathered by Thomas. Swinging inside, brilliantly. Oh, that's a block.
Blocked by Forbes.
Woo. Once again, trying to go through 3 players, though. No look pass and blocked. Another block.
This time by Triplett.
Are we at a block party though?
It certainly would seem that way.
Not once, but twice in the last minute. Foul committed on the other end though. Going down was Bailey. Joel is his first name.
Jamaican born. Plays out of the United States.
Looking back as the play just happened. Look at that block. Oh, that was sweet.
And here's number 2.
Woo!
Dishing up the same medicine.
Triplett and Forbes not allowing them to go to the basket with easy lanes. I come to hold off. I come to challenge. I come to defend.
That's right. In my day, we would have said, get that out of here.
I thought you were going to go biblical on me a short while ago. Or get V behind me or something like that.
Not this week.
Not this week. I just heard him. As Bailey, though, leading 6-2, is a Storm over the Waves. Pulling up. Change his mind, going outside the arc. 3-point attempt for the right-hand side. It's the rim. Rebounded by Brown. Triplett. Triplett dances away
with the
and he's
crossover.
Woo! The big man showing that he had some moves.
Yes, indeed. That was a nice crossover from Triplett. Got past his man, but then got it knocked away and was fouled on play.
He goes towards the line. Goes to the line. What they're saying.
I believe there's a timeout called.
But he was discussing with the referees. He did not understand the call.
He was trying to tell the referee that he was in the process of shooting, so he should be shooting his free throws.
Oh my word.
The referee, however, dispensed with that really quickly.
A triplet. Timeout being called, though. There see Robinson, the coach of the Waves team, the white team, in the white shirt. All the
Another
players
former
surrounding
player
him.
as well is Robinson.
Yeah. Did you play alongside him, though?
Yes, I did. I played against him.
I know when he was playing.
And
I don't know when you were playing. Well, there's the other coach, though, Brunelli. We spoke about it before. He's very animated. He gives a lot of instructions. I've watched him somewhat. And that's him. And Robinson not happy, though. Coach Robinson not happy. To his right is Shane Wilson
yes,
from G.C. Foster College, national high jumper. Robinson not happy at all with what he's seen from his players. So let's see if the talk. Let's see if the talk can dispel something or can wake them up.
Let's see. It was very animated, but likewise, the storm talk looked very strong as well.
If Brunelli is going outside, he looks animated. If he's telling you that I'm going outside, he looks animated. Why he's saying that? That's just him. As once again, triplet go towards
He did get the
line.
call for the shot. He did get the free throws.
Yes, he did. But I think he wanted to take it before. When he saw the signal from the referee, maybe he thought that, oh, maybe it's something else they're calling for.
Possibly.
And the chief had to tell him, said, no, man, you have the two-shot them.
All right. See a two-shot them here now. Take them on, go on.
Exactly. Second attempt, converting a triplet. 7-2. The Storm doing well. And
Triplet.
normally, persons don't want to hear that the Storm is doing well.
No, normally the storm is supposed to be a bad thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, another block by Mr. Forbes. That would be his second for the game so far.
Are you kidding me?
That would be Mr. Forbes' second block for the game. Triplet had one earlier, so he has one, but Forbes is now 2 blocks in.
We're going for the 20-foot jumper, though.
And
Brown.
the battle for the rebound continues.
Lidford Brown, who is not necessarily a young man, but maybe young at heart. Being helped up by Triplet, his teammate. Let's see.
Certainly not wanting to give anything away.
Not at all. Not today. Not tomorrow.
Triplet with the inbound, as his Storm holds a 7-2 lead over the Waves. If you're just joining us, you're tuning in to Elite One Caribbean Basketball League.
Oh, Brown there. Not even touching the rim. That's poor effort by Lidford Brown. Saw him in your sights a short while ago. Former national player. Jamaican national player, that is. A lot of nations around. We had about 4 anthems play at the start of the opening ceremony, or the end of the opening ceremony. Gathered well by Forbes of Storm, that rebound.
Here is Bailey. They're expecting a lot of things from Bailey.
They are. Oh,
He's
cutting inside. And a foul committed this by Parks. On Aries. Aries, I think, will go towards the line for the Storm team. 7-2. He can increase the lead, though, for Storm in this first quarter.
Let's see what he does.
Well, we just saw it.
Free throw shooting has not been the very best so far.
Not at all. Well, he answered the call on the second attempt. As we see Coach Robinson getting ready to make some changes.
A double substitution for the Waves.
Taking out, looks to me like Thomas is out. Shane Wilson is in.
Took out Walker and Thomas.
In is Kennedy. Kennedy switching the play to the right. To Wilson. Shane Wilson. Oh, almost stolen.
Almost stolen there.
Bowers in possession. this for Waves. Going through two players. Oh, soft touch by Bowers. Brilliantly done by this young man this evening.
He wanted that to go and did not let go. And end to end, this is what I'm telling you. They're expecting a lot from Joel Bailey.
They're going to call it. No, they're not. I thought though the whistle went from before. Yes, the whistle went from before, so it should not be two. I think they called it off. So it should be 8-4, as what the screen says.
It's 8-4, 4-point lead. But those are the types of things that Joel Bailey is capable of.
Well, let's see. Bailey switching outside to Brown, failing to convert on that attempt. Long pass down court. Gets the better of Brown and finishing. Oh,
Jamal
my word. Davis. Quick feet, quick hands. Brown again short with that attempt, but that's his game. That's why they call him Shooty.
Okay.
Non-stop. When he gets into his rhythm, he gets into his rhythm. Oh, poor pass coming from Davis.
Miscommunication there. Miscommunication with Parks. Parks wasn't sure what he was going to do, and Davis decided that he was going to try and send Parks in a direction that they weren't communicating at all.
Going back to the replay. Quick hands from this man Davis. Oh, excellently done by this young man. Well timed. Precision was there. Precision, pardon me, was there. Oh, a steal
by Jamal.
By Mr. Bowers and failing to land it home. He was a pilot, but failed to land. Oh, that was easy. Oh, that was easily done. That was easily done. Finding Clahar.
Did he get the bucket?
I think he did, though.
It was tapped in by one of the Waves players, though.
Let me see. Yes, he did. 10-6 is the score.
He has one shot. Yes, they did give him the point.
It's a point.
They gave him the bucket. It's now a shot for a three-point play.
I know what you're going to say now. In terms of the free throws, once he missed. A lot of practice on that.
I won't say it. I just know what they'll be working on in the gym.
Oh, my word. In the meantime, oh, step back two-pointer. In the meantime, here comes the Storm.
Xavier McDaniel. That's a basketballer's name.
A three-pointer landed by Royal.
Dajin Royal.
In the hands of Forbes of Waves in the first quarter, this opening quarter. Switching clear to the left. Oh, that was a backdoor pass, but not read well by his
McDaniel comes up with a steal and is now trying to take it down the court. Back over.
Three-point attempt.
Small.
And it's going to be a loose ball foul, I think. The whistle came before the ball was poked outside, out of bounds.
Royal is holding his chest.
Thought it was a loose ball foul, though, because the whistle from the chief referee came early before the ball went outside. It's a Storm with a tall, lanky man. Oh, that was Clahar, who has 2 points under his belt.
Pass broken up.
Floated down inside of the arc. Looking for Parks. 13-6 in the first quarter. Would you say the game has settled somewhat?
It has settled down somewhat. Loses it. Backcourt call. Wow. Malcolm loses that one.
And again, now Wilson goes by one. Still Wilson. And failing to finish, getting his own rebound, surrounded by 4 players, and finishing. Oh! Shane Wilson showing determination, not saying he's not giving up. And now a chance for a three-point play from this young man from Spanish Town. Wilson to the line. And converts. 13-9 is the score. Storm over the Waves. Twisting and turning. And very good play there by Small. So going to the side for possession. There's a contact on the play. There's a foul committed. Royal.
This game seems a little more physical than the first. Players are getting a lot more into each other. And
What was that from Royal?
I have no idea.
Oh, can't just say that. Oh, had options to his left. Instead, put pressure on his teammate. And gave away the possession. Kennedy. Double team to Wilson. Wilson using his strength.
Makes the step.
And the finish. And the legs.
Lushane.
Cutting the deficit somewhat.
To 2.
Answering on the other end.
How did he get that to fall?
A big man with the name of Small.
That was a big finish.
Small for a chance of a three-point play. And some change is being made. Replay.
There's Small with the finish. That's a up and under move right there. Went under the defender's arm, flipped it up, and got the fall.
For the Storm. Let's see what my co-commentator will say now.
Still.
Rebound gathered by Royal. Finish it by Royal.
He's making full use of all of his height.
Yes,
is Royal.
Yes, he is. Kennedy, full waves. Cuts inside.
Blocked
And
by
Wilson.
McDaniel.
Wilson lays it off though. And a top. And they're calling for basket interference, but no. And a bucket by Kennedy in the end. They got at least 3 glorious opportunities.
And
the fourth.
And they
came through.
converted on the 4th. McDaniel with a shot.
3-point play, also a three-pointer. Rebounded by Golding. On the other end of the scale, the young man falls.
So they're cutting deep into this lead. It's now a 2-point game with 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Now this is some exciting basketball here, end to end.
McDaniel back over to Royal.
Royal with a flip, no good. Rebound, blocked.
McDaniel once again.
No good.
Light shot, but the rebound by Kennedy. In the hands of Golding.
Golding.
Swings the play. Oh, read well by Royal. A steal,
A steal by Royal.
In terms of the Waves team, though,
there's got to be a call on that play. There has to be a call on that play. He went right up into Royal's neck.
his neck.
With his arm.
Oh, his neck.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just repeating what you're saying. I'm not saying what you're saying is incorrect. I'm just repeating it.
Thank you, Sir Sean.
You're welcome. No, that's Carlos Henry. Referee Henry. Oh, Henry. You know that some of the players will be saying that by the end of the game, though.
Oh, definitely. They won't be saying it like that.
No. That's what. I'm checking to see if there was a technical, but no.
They might be over the limit. Storms have 3 fouls. Waves 5. Storm 3.
You're checking though. As Royal with the first. Rattles out. Not happy at all with that attempt.
The
Second.
Storm have pulled all their players back. Royal checks out. Substitution made.
Going in his areas. Another change made on the other end of the court. Walker now being brought in. Walker for the Waves unit. Coach Robinson giving instructions on the sideline. Cutting inside is Wilson. Wilson trying a sky hook.
Triplet with a
triplet
pass ahead.
with a long pass down
Bailey
the court.
couldn't finish that.
No, he could not. Lays it off to Wilson. A block. And you know who is the man keeping the music, or should I say the session, on the block? Mr. Forbes.
Mr. Forbes.
He means business. He has had about 3 blocks so far in this matchup. But in the first quarter, Storm, they have a 1-point lead over the Waves. Wilson puts the ball on the court. And again, a floater. Failing to convert.
Oh, nice. Oh, swatted away by Wilson.
Woo!
Wilson says, I can do it too.
And so to Golding, finishing up, doing the garbage work. Collection and cleaning up for his teammate and scoring.
So Wilson there showing that he has some block capabilities.
So in the meantime, a 3-point attempt. Driving towards the basket. And off the board. Still a 1-point lead for Storm over the White. 20-19, they lead. Put on the floor. Aries dancing his way around 3 players, but one
loses it
by leaving.
Wilson on the drive, inside and the finish.
Woo! Send the siren because Shane Wilson is on fire. They've gone in the lead, 21-20. I'm talking about the Waves.
And he has the opportunity to add 1 more, it seems.
So he came off the bench and has made a huge difference in this first quarter for the Waves and Coach Ron Robinson.
Coach Robinson is very happy with what he's seeing with his team right now. After that little sluggish transition that they had initially, they're now putting things back together.
Well, guess what? You see Forbes in the huddle on the other end of the court, though, having a lot to say. And Coach Brunelli.
And Assistant Coach Roger Marshall, former national player as well.
Yes. And his brother is a very, very, I wouldn't want to say vivacious referee.
You're not going to look for that word there. I have to look for that word.
You'll find it.
Please tell me where to look.
Well, they call him Ted. In the dictionary, you'll see it. So they're back on the court to close out the first quarter in this affair. Waves and the Storm.
And Lushane attempting to add 1 more.
21-20 to complete a 3-point play. Nate Whistle, though.
So far with 9 points already in the game, in this first quarter alone.
He means business. And he will take the free throw.
Oh,
Tussling are fighting for the rebound, though, but Forbes was being a defensive menace to Waves, gains a rebound.
here comes Wilson. Into Triplet. Triplet backing his man down and dishes it on the inside. And the finish by
the
Forbes.
big man Forbes. Now that was basketball to the tee.
To the tee. Here come the waves.
Also outside the arc.
Oh, almost stolen by Wilson.
No look pass to Shane Wilson. Failing. He's looking at the referee to say.
Pushed ahead to Triplet. Triplet over
lays
to
it
Wilson.
off.
Wilson with the finish.
That's Bailey, actually.
I beg your pardon. Bailey with the finish. Bailey with the finish. My apologies.
That's okay.
It happens from time to time.
Maybe there's a resemblance between the two, Wilson and Bailey. Maybe they're in different colors. One in white, one in black.
One in black, one in black.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Or maybe we've been calling Wilson's name so often.
That's a possibility. That's okay. Storm, they're 3 points ahead. Seconds to go to close out the first quarter of the second match. In the first game, it was the horizon over the Rivers. Rivers stopped running.
Stopped flowing indeed.
Long three-pointer.
No good on that one.
Mr. Walker, walk away.
He wouldn't have been a walk-on with that shot.
I have no comment to make.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
I know. Bailey
Bailey
for
across
the
the
Storm. Dusting to Brown. Swings it on the right to Triplet. Well, three-pointer. It's the rim. Rebounded. It's more to Walker. Outside, off the arc.
Last shot of the quarter, no good.
That's it to end the first quarter, 24-21, favor of the Storm.
And we see Brown.
Linford Brown. And the star for me, Forbes, of the first quarter defensively and offensively gained some points in that first quarter. But your assessment of what you saw between the two teams?
I like what I'm seeing. I like the energy. I like the team hustle. And the defensive prowess of the Storm is what's keeping them just slightly ahead, but the Waves are refusing to crash out.
Oh my word. You're enjoying it, aren't you?
I am.
Coach Robinson giving some instructions though, but at the first 5 minutes he did not like what he saw from his team, called a timeout and gave it to them. And when he did that, introduced LaShane Wilson. That has made the difference. They went in the lead at one point.
At one point, yes, they did.
But actually did not maintain the lead. And now, however, they're trailed by 3 at the end of the first quarter.
Because they haven't yet found an answer for the defensive stop. The defensive stop of Forbes.
Let's look at some replays with LaShane Wilson.
There goes a steal right there.
He's asking for the ball. He
Gets it with the finish and the foul.
Soft hands. Soft hands. Woo.
But that's what made the difference in the last few for Coach Robinson and brought them back. They took the lead and then they let it slip again.
Shane Wilson there.
So if you were to speak to Coach Robinson, what would you say to him right now about how he can get his team to get over that hump?
Well, there's no hump, though, to be honest. I don't think there's a hump. They went ahead and they attacked the basket, used LaShane Wilson a lot in that second quarter, when that first quarter, when he was brought on. So I wouldn't call it necessarily a hump, though. He has introduced a few players. One, he had on Thomas at one point, was not happy with the movement of Thomas. He took him out and introduced Wilson. Wilson has come on and made an impact on both ends of the court. He needs the energy from the players, and he needs the determination and the fight that Wilson is showing.
Agreed.
You're the player. I'm just a watcher.
Well, there you go. Shows that you see something differently some of the times.
Some of the times, though.
But you look like you got it right that time.
I'm glad you point that out. In the meantime, getting ready for the start of the second quarter between these two teams. 24-21, a 3-point deficit. Waves have found themselves in, if you want to call it a deficit. They trail by 3.
And in case you're just joining us, what are we watching, Sean?
We are watching the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League game number 2 on the opening day.
On the opening day.
So switching play on the right. Oh, poor three-point attempt coming from Levy.
And this is going straight back down. The Storm are going to come storming down with this one. Bailey. Oh, broken up there.
Looking
nicely.
for Forbes. Is out of position. And trying to finish, though. The back door, did he step on the line? Yes. Referee said he stepped on the line to turnover. It will be Storm's possession.
Referee Carlos Henry right there to make the call.
You saw the coach, Brunelli, at the lower part of your screen a short while ago, giving instructions, standing up on the sidelines.
Here comes Triplett.
Woo,
makes the turn, makes the shot. No good.
Execution at the end. Wasn't great. Oh, brilliantly done, but could not handle it. Here comes the Storm
Bailey.
the other way. And
Bailey!
woo. You want to say his name once more?
Bailey!
Oh, my word. Lead has increased at the start of the second quarter.
Nice move.
Turning around and using his feet to his advantage a short while ago was Bowers, but could not necessarily finish that play.
Coach Robinson not happy, so bringing back Lushane Wilson in the lineup.
That was, is it a bit too early though? Carry back on, he doesn't want the lead to extend that much.
Well, he needs to not let the lead slide away much more, because he has not yet found an answer for the defensive juggernauts in Forbes and Triplett.
Be introduced in the game. Davis will be coming on for Waves.
Davis back in.
Yeah, going out will be Forbes. That's DeAndre Forbes will be going out. Number 10 is Davis. Jamal.
Let's see what happens on this possession here.
Wilson.
To Walker.
Oh my word. A turnover. A turnover in the worst possible way.
Unforced turnover, that would be called. Coaches hate those.
So Bailey being hounded somewhat. He turns away from Walker. Finds Brown.
Brown. Inside to Forbes. Forbes makes his move and gets it off the backboard. Banks it home. The bank is open. Cha-ching. And the foul.
A bank goes cha-ching?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Though. That's an old-time cashier. It's an old bank you're going to. 28-21, 7-point lead.
2 points nonetheless.
Go again to the cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Oh, my word. Now I'm wondering how old you are, for real. If you went to the bank and it went cha-ching, you're talking back in the 60s.
Oh. Oh! Wilson missed it. Blocked by Forbes. Cleaned up by Triplett and takes it over the line. Hands it off to Bailey. Back to Triplett. Triplett for the scoop and the score.
Woo! Very good move there by Triplett, cutting inside.
But
Give
again,
and go.
It lends to what I'm saying in the defensive prowess of Forbes and Triplett. They're not letting anything in easy. They're interrupting and disturbing every shot.
Ridiculous foul on Davis. Chance for a three-point play.
A good finish by Davis, though.
That's a great finish. Kept his balance. He was shoved from behind. Nudged, I should say, from behind. Held his balance and scored.
In comes Theo Thomas, replacing number 23. That's Dylan Walker. Converts on the three-point play. They're now down by 6. 5 points so far for Jamal Davis. To go with 1 rebound, and as Bailey takes a shot he shouldn't have taken. I don't think he needed that there.
You don't?
His team wasn't even set yet. There was nobody there for the rebound. He just thought he had it, I guess.
Yeah, thought process going through. Thomas, who started the position, back on the court.
Davis getting the screen set there. Didn't use it. Pulls back out. Golding hands back over to Davis. Whoa, that was very uncomfortable. Pass ahead to Bailey. Bailey fakes the three. Now over to Triplett.
Well, Triplett, let's see what he can do with his possession, though, on the possession. And the man who has been a very good defensive player on the other end is Forbes, and he converts.
Nothing wrong with that.
What should be wrong with that, though?
Absolutely nothing. You wanted to see what Triplett did? He handed it over to Forbes.
Oh, foul, though, and he's appealing, said it's my call. That's Forbes. So give it to
Forbes
me.
accepts it.
Did he get it, though? Doesn't mean appeal doesn't mean that you're going to get it.
Well, there was nobody else in the shot that seems to have been in contact with the player, so I believe it was Forbes' call.
It must be a reason, though.
I'm not sure how many fouls Forbes has at this time. We'll check with our producers for that.
Thomas. Swings a play, but stolen by Royal. To Bailey. Oh, was going for the alley-oop using the glass.
Bailey had a dream.
Oh, my word. That was a heavy dream, though.
I hope he awakens soon.
Three-pointer, rebound by Triplett.
Triplett, guarded by Bowers. Goes around him and shoots the three. No good. Rebound off to Thomas. Thomas ahead to Davis. Davis with the fake and the shot. No good. Rebound.
Oh, Bailey. Bailey with a no-look pass, so watching the movement of Aries was coming down, but that was a short pass, though, from Bailey.
Yes, it was.
Needed some power in that bounce.
Get it just a little bit more ahead so that Aris could get to it in time, but he didn't. Aris gets substituted, and so does Bailey. In comes Small, the big man. Small.
And Malcolm.
Is it the big small man or the small big man?
Well, any way you want to put it, though. Combination of both. Wilson. Bounce
Tries
pass
to dish it inside, doesn't work. Royal loses his footing but gets the ball back. Hands it off to McDaniel. McDaniel with the dribble. Back to Royal. McDaniel. Royal. Royal pulls the trigger on the three and gets fouled.
And he goes towards the line. That's Royal. He'll shoot three.
He will.
The game has tamed down somewhat from what we saw in the first quarter. It was very physical. And the running game was used a lot. But now we're seeing the Storm team passing around the play. Utilizing, going into positions. Utilizing the space that's provided by the Waves. As Roy will get his chance at the line for three shots. A lot of change has been made around him.
A lot of changes on the Waves team. You see number 34 just brought in, Martillier. Royal misses the first.
Can he get the next two?
I don't know, but as a coach, these guys would be shooting free throws for another hour or two after the game.
Well, that was a two, another three. I thought it was, maybe his foot was on the line. Never noticed that, though. Shane Wilson. Swings the play for a three-pointer. Rebounded by Matt Daniel, my co-commentator's favorite player. Small, poked away from Small. And actually I thought it was, but he says it's my fault. I was the one who threw it away.
He realized. Every once in a while you do. And you don't.
Every once in a while you realize, or every once in a while you throw it away. Which one is it?
Every once in a while you realize. But you also throw it away every once in a while too.
So in terms of the lead, a 9-point lead for Storm over Waves.
Thomas with the dribble. To Martillier. I beg your pardon, that was Davis. Now that's Royal. Royal is not doing so well with the handles right there. He needs to give that up quickly. Shot off, no good. Rebounded by the big man. And he tosses it out of bounds too.
I think it came off the hands of Davis. Well, no, says the referee.
Claire tossed it out of bounds. It was
Come
clear.
on. Well, let's see.
That's such travel if I ever saw one.
Well, he left his suitcase, though.
Clearly.
Referee didn't see it.
Referee didn't see.
He goes towards the line.
Alex Levy will shoot two.
Trying to cut into that lead of 9 points by the Storm. Misses the first. You know, from you spoke earlier on, until you have cursed these players.
I had nothing to do with their shooting.
I'm just saying.
See? He hit
I
one
haven't
of
seen
two.
anyone from your smoking hit two.
You're not going to get two consecutive free throws.
Why aren't? Why?
I don't know. I'd love to see it, though.
Oh my word.
Definitely lost the handle on that one.
Here
Out
come
of the wave.
Wilson. He goes towards the line for a three-point play. Shane Wilson, the big man, this from the Waves.
And this is why he brought him in early. Because if they let the lead slip away too far, they're going to have too much work to do to try to catch up. They're down by 6 points at this time, with 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Well, let's see what Shane Wilson does with this attempt. Front of the rim.
But the rebound by Levy.
Poor defensive play by Storm, failing to box out.
Good defensive play by the Waves just now to trap him in the corner as well. Thomas stopped him. Cold.
Wait, it actually gave away a foul.
Ref could have been a little lenient on that, though.
Yeah, because of what you wanted. Wait, what's a foul? What's a foul? Come on, don't play that. Small. Runs pass outside. Back to Small on the left.
Small is blocked by Thomas. A nice block from the small big man, or the big small man, or...
Well, when Small was taking the shot and Thomas just left outstretched arm, just blocked it. Whether the big small man, a small big man, he wants it back, he gets it back.
Can he make this one, though?
On a pull-up three, I thought his left foot was on the line, though. He was under pressure taking that shot. Rebound gathered. Referee's whistle has stopped the play. And the focus there on Forbes. DeAndre Forbes wears number 5 jersey for the Waves.
Head to Wilson. Wilson with a three-point pull-up.
And that was certainly
Nothing
a pull-up.
but air.
That was a pull-up.
That
was a pull-up if you ever saw any.
Nothing but air.
So we're going down now to the final 5 minutes.
Small out to Martillier, nothing there. Small tries to fight for it, gets it back to Clahere. Rebound.
Traveling.
Martillier with the travel.
Woo! Tell you that much. Where's he from, though, Martillier?
Well, I have him listed as Jamaica.
Martillier at Jamaica.
But I'm not sure that the name Martillier is Jamaican.
I have never heard of a Jamaican named Martinez, but every day you learn something new.
Well, this is something that we're both learning right now.
Yeah. Well, he may be a Jamaican that is not a Jamaican. Does that make
Possibly.
sense?
Maybe he adopted Jamaica, and he's now one of our adopted sons. I don't know.
I was not going to comment. Look at your screen and you see the coach Brunelli giving instructions to his players. Let's look at the score, 33-27, 6-point lead for the Storm.
4:43 left in this half.
Now, and the other end of the court, Coach Robinson, huddled with his players. As we look at the chief judge and the chief
Referee.
crew chief. That's Hayes urging them to let's go. We have to finish this quarter. Mr. Marshall also speaking to some of the players. He's an assistant coach. Triplett as one, and Aries in the number 5 jersey as the other. Brown is on the court wearing the number 11 jersey for Storm.
So we saw both coaches giving instructions in the Storm huddle just now.
Yeah.
Let's see what comes of it.
Was it a stormy huddle? I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
Well, no one was waving to us from the waves, so
let's all be corny this evening. Andrew Forbes, number 5 jersey. The focus is on that is Adrian Forbes. Number 24 has been a defensive nemesis for the Waves team. However, he has committed 2 silly fouls, you may say.
Himself and the other twin tower, Triplett.
All alone under the rim, failing to convert.
Blocked by Forbes.
Say it once more.
Blocked by Forbes.
Oh my word. Forbes has been, we told you before, a nemesis.
Bailey took up his dribble a little too early and got poked in the face.
Stolen
and
from
now
Aries.
He's lost it.
Leaving.
Oh, he's lost it to Triplett. Triplett all alone. What is he gonna do? Whoa!
Dunk it home, bulletproof. Triplett. He was on the landing, and he carried it home.
Forces that turnover on the rebound as well. He went high for it, brought it down, and had the Waves player knock it over. Seems to be in a little bit of pain, though. Looks a little uncomfortable.
Oh, he's a
Let's
man.
see what happens. Oh, good pass over the top. Oh, but then the...
He stepped on the line, was a foul travel.
Oh, it's a travel.
Let's look
Here
at the...
comes the steal. The steal by Triplett. Continues down the court, looks around, sees he's all alone, decides to have some iron in his diet.
I'm just looking up. Wilson swings the ball outside for a 3-pointer. Rocking it home is Levy.
That was a 3-point?
Brings it within 5. Was it?
Yes. Oh.
That was a poor pass. Forbes once more, bounce pass inside, and finishing beautifully was Thomas using the glass.
Thomas looked a little nervous watching Triplett come towards him, though.
We have to have on the rear view mirror. Check in, make sure everything is okay.
Here comes Forbes on the low post, makes the dribble, turns inside. Oh, gets fouled. Oh, both players holding themselves. Forbes got hit in the head.
What hit him in the head, though?
Might have been the chin of the Waves player.
Seems like he's okay, though. I'm hoping he's okay. And that's Parks. Not Parks, pardon me. Davis being taken out.
Out. And Forbes will shoot 2.
I hope he's okay, though. And you know from this first shot. But let's hear what you have to say on that.
He's going to make these 2.
Oh, he's going to.
Except for that one. I was trying to be optimistic.
I'm not saying anything else. Let's look back on this, though.
Here's what happened just now.
Missed
Not
both.
even one.
Rebound gathered by Wilson. Ball swung down over the outstretched arms of Forbes. That's DeAndre Forbes of the Waves. I've not just look back at the replay though. Let's see.
Okay, Bailey bringing it across the line now. 3-point lead. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Kicks it back out to
On the board though.
Brown
Rebound
with a
gathered.
shot that goes over the backboard. Oh! Lushane. Did he think Coach Brunelli was on his team?
It's a possibility.
I don't know, maybe the white shirt, I don't know. But Coach Brunelli is wearing a black shirt.
Could be. It fooled him. Sometimes persons are colorblind.
Back up top to Brown. Brown looked like he almost traveled there. Oh, stolen!
That's great
Powers.
move there. That's great move by Powers.
Power.
He knew that the shot blocker Forbes was behind him, so he held up his run and used his body to block him, not for him to extend over him, and then made a run towards the basket. Intelligent work by Powers.
Brilliant, brilliant basketball there. Triplet with a three, and makes it. Triplet with a triple. Woo! To send the lead back to 4. Shane over the top.
Ball by Aries.
Levy lost it, but was fouled on the drive. So he will shoot 2.
Well, he lost it because of the foul, though. Grabbing towards the possession was Aries. He saw it right, the basketball right in front of him. So he said, okay, let me go for it.
Let me go for it.
Let me, not realizing, though, a young man had possession of it.
So let's see what happens on these free throws. Free throws have been a topic of discussion so far. Somebody's got to make all 2 at one point, and he's looking like it could be him.
You only say that because he made the first.
Well, it could be. Oh, man.
Let me not comment.
And the free throw woes continue.
Well, less than 2 minutes to go, though, and I think, though, both coaches should be happy with their team's performance in this second quarter.
Definitely.
And the triplet will go towards the line.
He elevated, not knowing that he would have made the shot. He elevated for the contact. That's what that looked like. Because
He was going for the shot. I'm just saying, though, that's my opinion. I may be incorrect.
I didn't see a shot.
I
there
know
for
you
him.
didn't. But let's see for the first. What will you say now?
That's a nice soft touch. Good finish.
After he makes his second, what will you say?
I might get up and run around the bench.
Well, let's see. You know, the camera comes down. Well, not today, though.
Not today.
That's okay. 39-34, 4-point lead.
And there we have Bowers misses the shot. Bailey brings it up court. Hands over to Triplet. Triplet seems to be playing a point guard position with a nice 2.
Sweet stroke there by Triplet. Showing that he has a shooting arm.
Oh, nice dish inside. If only Wilson could have held on to it.
Well, he read it well, though. They made eye contact. He cut inside, but as you said, it slipped right through. But I think that pass should be made just before him a little. Just half a degree in front of him.
Agreed. There goes a almost steal by Bowers.
20 seconds to go to close out the second quarter and the first half of the second game of the doubleheader.
Triplet down low, passes it back up top. 3-point shot off, no good. Rebounded by DeAndre Forbes, who takes it over really quickly, trying to beat the clock. Sends it out for a 3 from Alex Levy.
The closeout triplet wants to answer.
Oh.
And does not. And to close it out, it's a 3-point game between the two teams at the end of this second quarter of the first half.
Let's see what happened earlier in the game. A look at the steal there by Levy, who's going to send it ahead to Wilson. Wilson with a nice move, finishes with a nice soft touch at the rim. There goes the block from Wilson, showing his prowess on the defensive end as well. And here comes DeAndre Forbes, missing, but the follow by Nakaro Golding. The block by Forbes of the Storm, and here's Forbes showing his offensive arsenal. Nice off the glass for 2 of his well-earned points in this first half. So for me, for this first half, I'm going to give my props to LaShane Wilson and Triplet.
LaShane Wilson and triplet. But what about the movements from Forbes in defense?
I'm going to have to give him as well, but I say...
You're giving everyone.
No. I give the top 2, Wilson and Adrian Forbes. So Adrian Forbes from the Storm and LaShane Wilson from the Waves are my top 2 for this first half.
Woo. And triplet.
And Triplet.
Let's not forget about triplet.
And Triplet.
Well, guess what? So it wouldn't be a top 2.
It would be a 2 and a third.
I'm not paying you any mind whatsoever. We're having fun here at the National Arena for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League. You're hearing from Courtney Campbell, the former Jamaican national basketball player who walked on. I'm not going to forget that any at all, who walked on when he was actually playing.
You are not going to let that go, are you?
Not tonight. And Sean Grant, who is just a watcher of the game. But we'll be back for more on the second half of this doubleheader, the Storm and the Waves, with the Storm leading 41-38 at the end of the first half. Until then.
Good job, good job. We are afraid you're giving a prize back to school. Lots of courage. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. You have a prize for the young lady. Taking it right now. Go get your prize, girl.
Welcome back to the National Arena for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League and featuring Storm versus Waves. Sean Grant alongside Courtney Campbell. End of the first half, we showcased a lot of activities in terms of fouls, in terms of spills, in terms of thrills of 41-38 in favor of the Storm over the Waves. Your expectations for the third quarter?
Well, I expect the Storm to come out still storming down the floor, still doing what they do best with the likes of Triplett and Forbes. And we see the start already, they're getting into it. And I expect the Waves to try and put a damper on them by pushing harder on their prowess to try and get their team involved. They've been on the backs of LaShane Wilson with 11 points so far. And the rest of the team looking to step up some more, to give him some more support, and to try and get themselves back on top of this game.
Well, they made some adjustment to the score, 37-41. As Bailey is swinging the ball around, looking for Forbes, tussling and fighting for the possession, grabbed away from him by Bowers. However, Forbes going up, but Bowers was there, strong in defense. That was a huge block. He got a taste of his own medicine, that Forbes.
Yes, he did. But I believe Xander is still on the ground in some kind of pain.
Some kind? I thought you were going to say a bit of pain, though. But I'm hoping he's okay, though. Xander Bowers landed awkward, being helped up.
His assistant coach there, Lamar Dixon. He came down hard after that block. Here's a replay of that.
Oh, he's walking gingerly off the court.
Trying to give a good smile, but he's obviously in some kind of pain. So they're going to get that looked at to see if it's anything serious and how soon he can get back into the game.
You know that he was trying to give a good smile? The man is
smiled
in pain.
at the lady just now.
Oh, my word. In the meantime, play has continued. And the bounce pass inside to Wilson, back on the court. Failing to finish, though, using the left arm.
Got his own rebound and stolen away there.
On the other end, a bounce pass outside to Triplett. Oh, brilliant move that was by Bailey, trying to use the glass to bank it in, but failing to do so.
No cha-ching for him.
Not at all, not from the 1960s bank, which you know. Triplett to Bailey. Surrounded by two, skips over both. Bounce pass, looking for the big man for the dunk. It's Forbes, but he was fouled going towards the basket.
A little took off some distance from the hoop there. I'm surprised he made it. Couldn't finish. But now he has an opportunity to make two.
And what we have seen from him all afternoon, we're talking about Adrian Forbes. He expects to convert both. Expectations are high inside the National Arena.
Ooh.
Expectations still high.
Seems all we have all night are expectations.
Oh, no, not at all. Don't kill the fellow. Don't kill the big fellow. And missing both. Rebound gathered by Wilson. Rolling down the play. The man, Walker. Swings the play on the right. Walker gets it back. Top of the key. Litford Brown stands strong. Swings it back to Walker. It pokes away from the grasp of Walker.
The defense of the Storm team is really turned up right now. They're challenging every pass, every possession that they have to defend against. They're stepping into the lanes, they're cutting off the passing lanes, and they're making it happen.
Coach Robinson, though, giving some word to Walker a short while ago, coming right to the sideline. Bailey swings it out to the left-hand side. This to Brown, failing. Once again, from end-to-end action. Three-point play. And can't convert. Thomas.
It would almost seem like the Waves team are trying to use the three-point shot to bring the lead down as much as they can in a short space of time.
Triplet. Goes between two players, though. Has his hands flaring up in the air. And we see, though, that Aries says it's not him who had the last touch. But I think his decision is overruled.
So,
by Carlos Henry, the referee.
yeah, Morris had it going the other way. Referee Morris had it going the other way, but referee Henry overruled that.
Why did I say before? Oh, Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Wilson trying to battle his way under the rim. Can't lay it in. Triplet. Step back three. Oh, nothing but the glass. Seen end to end though. Forbes. That's DeAndre Forbes. So we have seen a lot of dribbles, a lot of attempts. But what's the score?
The score? 41 for the Storm.
At 37.
37 for the
What was
Waves.
the score at a halftime break?
41-37.
I mentioned that. Not what a basket has been scored so far in this quarter. Forbes a steal.
By Bailey.
And Bailey almost running into her desk. I was about to get up though. Should have some reflexes left. Allow him to just run past. Well, that was not the case.
Coach Robinson shouting instructions to his team.
Kennedy. Trying to bounce spots coming off the leg of Bailey.
So as I said, the defense of the Storm, they're stepping in the lane. They're blocking the plays.
It's a replay of Bauer's block against Forbes, but landed awkward. He's been taken off the court. Since that, we have not seen him come back just yet. Three-point attempt. Rebound gathered somewhat by this young man, Kennedy, and opening the score in the second half and the third quarter.
It's now just a 2-point difference in the game.
What's happening here?
Confusion.
Between Bailey and Forbes.
A little bit of miscommunication there.
That's a little bit.
That's a little bit.
That's a whole lot. Kennedy once again for the Waves.
And he makes good on it and makes the steal.
It's Bailey finding the young flyer. Their Aries punching home. Four-point lead once again. Oh,
Tries to flip it up.
yeah. Aries on the other end for the Storm. Lays it on to Brown. Then to Bailey. Back to Brown outside the three-pointer. He cuts inside. Finds Aries for a three-pointer. It's the rim. Rebounded by Brown. Forbes back to Brown. Then to Bailey. Bailey for a three-pointer. Catch it home.
That's a nice
Ching! 1960s bank.
1960s bank, yes. Cha-ching on that one.
Oh my word. Kennedy. Bounce pass outside the arc. A three-pointer. It's the rim. Rebounded by Aries. It's outside the arc to Bailey for a three-pointer. Oh! We were looking for back-to-back. The ball sailed down court in the hands of Parks. Used the glass to his assistance. Cut the deficit to 5. Waves trailing by 5. The Storm 46 points. Parks his first 2 points of the game. Oh my word, Bailey's on fire.
Nice pull-up jumper from Bailey there. Turned the corner, pulled it up, dropped it home.
Kennedy. This for Waves. Almost gave it away. Did I say almost?
Almost, they got it back.
No look pass
Oh.
and a block, and it's going to be.
Surrounded by a Storm.
Woo! Parks will go to the line.
He was surrounded by a Storm there. There's no way he was going to get that ball up.
So 3 persons being taken off the
Full
court.
Storm sub.
Woo! So Brown is out. Also out is Forbes and off the court. And introduced is Small. And we see on the sidelines.
Bowers
though,
is back.
Bowers, he's back on the sidelines.
On the sideline.
He's doing some stretching. So he's still uncomfortable at the present time. We don't know when he'll be back on the court, if he will be back on the court this evening. For the first attempt, converting by Parks. So the lead now cut to 6.
6-point lead.
Can he cut it to 5? Not tonight. Stepping on the line, that was Levy. So it will be Storm's possession. They lead by 6 in this third quarter of the second game here this evening on the opening day. Trying to go towards the line, almost hacked there by Small.
He was hacked.
Did I say almost?
You did.
Almost beaten, I should say, more so than anything else.
But he did show some speed there.
Yes, he is.
Exploded past the 2 defenders and got hacked on the way.
He is a fast individual.
Not a great free throw shooter either.
Let me move to the second one.
Let's see what happens here. I think we should give a prize to any player who can hit actually 2 free throws in a row.
Sure, I'll hand out the prize. So, let's see what happens now. Turnaround jumper. Oh, soft hands.
Nice soft
by
left-handed
Parks.
touch. He is left-handed.
Yes, he is. Turnaround jumper. Small for the Storm. Swings the play to the right. Going towards the basket and answering the call is Martillier.
The name you can't tell if it's Jamaican.
I can tell it's not a Jamaican. I don't, maybe he is a Jamaican, but that name isn't. Well, swung to the left-hand side, poked away. And not looking too happy at all. Bod Levy is looking happy.
Yeah, but Royal didn't think he fouled him, though.
Sometimes not what you think. Sometimes what actually does happen.
It's actually what the referee sees.
Ball was swung outside of the arc. 3-point attempt, poorly taken though. Well, let's see in the meantime. Martillier goes forward towards the basket, makes the run, can't finish, but they almost gave it away. I thought they were going to give it to the man called Small, but he goes on the other end, and is that an offensive foul?
Looks like an offensive foul. He was
By
above
Parks.
the arc. He was above the arc, feet planted, but he did look like there was a little bit of a flop there.
Well,
That call could have gone either way, but
sometimes the flop
here it is, here it is.
works. Woo!
That's a complete flop.
That's like a runaway train that was Parks. Hitting everything in sight. Are you kidding me? Mr. Small going through 4 defenders. Not being able to put the cherry on top. Wilson switching to the right. Inside, looking back for Parks.
Levy had a different vision.
Another turnover by this Waves unit. So a 7-point lead by the Storm in the third quarter. Winding down. Small. Turnaround jumper short.
Callier.
Rebound gathered. This by Parks. Here comes Waves. Once again, no look pass by Kennedy. 20-foot pull-up jumper from Levy, converting. Cutting the deficit
to 5.
Woo! Levy now 10 points and 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Small. Swings the play outside and dribbles inside. Oh, that's a block by Lashane. Woo! Lashane Wilson. He's at the block party.
House.
Well, that seems like it's more than a house, like an apartment. Well, they still have possession, though. Malcolm feeling the wrath of the long arms of this young man as the 3-point taken. Rebound gathered. And the ball rolled in sweetly
For Royal.
for Royal.
That's called being in the right place at the right time.
So the ball was swung on the right and a 3-pointer. Woo!
It's a 2-point game now.
For Forbes. So 53-49.
Oh, make that 4.
Calculation happening here. Loaded up at Royal. Trying to hold on. That was a bit of fire there. Reaching him, turns around, spins. Not using the glass and it's stuck. So the ball would go right back to the Waves. They're trailing by 4. The third quarter winding down, 2:54 on the clock though. But you saw the movement from the Waves coaches, Waves team not allowing them to go too far with the introduction of LaShane Wilson. But can he play the entire game though?
That all depends on his conditioning. And he is playing on both ends of the floor. He's playing defense, he's playing offense. He's giving it everything that he has.
Seemed to work out for him. And Kennedy tied up there. Fabian Kennedy had the possession too long though, surrounded by both players on the form of Malcolm. And loses possession as Kennedy Matt Daniel, the inbound pass. Malcolm looks a little bit rusted there. And being brought in is Triplett. Triplett, oh, that was sweet, but the block
Swatted away.
by Parks. Well, they've won it back. I'm
Restolen.
talking about Storm. Ball swung to the right and Son. And the shot taken by Triplett and gathered once again by Parks in defense for the Waves. They trailed by 4. Wilson all alone. And nothing but an air ball.
Rebound Triplet. That was not a good 3.
So Royal going for the 3, trying to get his own rebound, and did he commit a foul?
No, they get the travel call.
Oh, I didn't see that though.
They got the traveling call.
That's referee
Lushand Morris.
Morris. Storm.
Clahere tries a 3.
Oh, takes the 3. Ball swung back out to Triplett. Long 3. Can't make it the rebound. This by Forbes. And it's won by McDaniel. Backdoor pass. Ball swung on the right-hand side. Back to McDaniel for 3. And overshooting that possession. And Forbes telling his players to calm down. What would you say?
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
Forbes around double team somewhat.
They're trying to get the easy 2 right now.
Kennedy.
Or 3.
On the ball now, Son. Taking a shot, hits the rim. And rebound, a poor rebound in the end. And Wilson was going up. Nothing came off that though. Not allowing him to get. Was Malcolm says, no, you're not having this. Well, there's no foul.
But they got the bucket. They're now down by 2 with 38 seconds left.
A floater and not getting the roll. McDaniel getting the rebound.
Clahere.
Oh, that's a brilliant steal happening for Parks. Parks has stepped up his defensive play at the end of this third quarter. To the end of the third quarter. It's not closed out just yet. getting rebounds, stopping play, and steals.
Yes, indeed. This is exactly what they needed, and this is the energy that the rest of the players need to have around Lushane Wilson to bring them, to push them past this 2-point deficit.
Well, that number 22 will be back on the court very soon. Bowers, who felt awkward earlier on after that block shot of the attempt by Forbes. Seems like he's back on the court in a few seconds to close out this third quarter. He's bouncing to say that he's okay.
Question for me is, why would you put him in with 25 seconds left?
And I'll answer you by saying there's a coach to my left. Coach Robinson. You ask that question and he will give an answer.
I would certainly ask him that. I would rest him as much as I could because I'm going to need him for the next quarter.
The time will be taken though? No, it's not. Let's get 2 points difference between the two teams. Cutting inside is Levy. Taking the jump is Levy. And rebound gathered by Malcolm. Sending the play down court back to Malcolm. Triplet for the Storm. They have a 2-point lead, 8 seconds. Time winding down to close out the third quarter. Matt Daniel with a fake, takes a 3. It's the back of the rim to close out the third quarter, 53-51, a 2-point lead for the Storm. My good friend CC, that's all about Courtney Campbell. What are your thoughts on this third quarter?
Well, I like this third quarter even more than I did the second quarter for the Waves. The Waves have certainly stepped up a little bit, and they're now executing a little better on both ends of the floor. But for the Storm, they seem to be fading just a bit, just a little bit. Their defense is still hounding, but they're fading just a little bit, especially on the offensive end. They're settling for too many three-point shots that are not falling. They still need to go back to what was working for them before, which was the pass around, fake the shot, take the drive on the inside.
Let's look back at some highlights.
This is where Bowers took his fall, and we're happy to report that he is back in the game. And here's the block shot by Wilson. Another great move, which is what I'm telling you, that they're stepping up. The Waves are stepping up. And there goes the shot by Bailey.
So there's some of the highlights from the third quarter, as the fourth quarter will be getting on the way in the next few minutes, or not a few seconds, but a few minutes. And this game is extremely competitive between the two teams. So what can be the deal breaker, the difference maker in this fourth and final quarter?
The difference maker is going to be the team that can actually stay together in their game. Stay together with the defense and finish properly on the offense. As I said, the Storm started to fade a bit because they started going to very easy one-off three-point shots that weren't falling, and hence they're only now ahead by 2. The Waves, they did shoot threes, but they were also pounding the basket a little more often than before. So each team just needs to stay focused on what it is their coach is saying, because as you can see, Coach Robinson is trying to work it out and show them exactly where to go. But they need to step up and hold on to their focus and maintain that throughout the rest of the game.
Well, a huddle, and the players are communicating amongst each other. As the players from the Storm, Lidford Brown there in that huddle, Forbes is there, Bailey there. Triplet also part of that huddle, and the Triplet just walking away. The right hand is still hurting somewhat, flashing his hand. We're going to get to the start of the fourth quarter of this doubleheader.
So the Waves inbound, and there is DeAndre Forbes handing it over to Bowers. Still moving a little gingerly. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy tries a 3, no good.
He stepped on the line, though, seen by the referee.
Carlos Henry. Not missing a beat on that.
Well, he was there, though, and he's not necessarily that tall. So anything that happens on the ground, he will see,
He will see it
quickly.
Oh, well, there's somebody you're actually taller than, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
I
and,
forgot about him.
Alex Levy with the inbound to Lushane. Lushane thinks about it, then steps over and makes the shot. No good. Rebound comes off to Bailey. Bailey sets it up. Let's see how they're going to make this work. Triplet. Down low inside to Forbes. Forbes has it stolen, knocked away. That was a very lazy pass by Forbes. And now he's going to pay for it at the other end if Lushane Wilson can get it to fall, which he does not.
So Lushane Wilson should have converted a short while ago. Getting opportunities, though. And I thought trying to bank it a bit too heavy on the first attempt. Needs a little bit more delicacy.
A little bit more finesse would be the word.
Could use a lot of words.
So they get to inbound from the baseline.
Well, he thought it was a foul, though, Lushane.
He hoped it was a foul. Nakara Golding checks in. Ball inbounded. Forbes to Golding. Golding tries a shot, no good. Comes off to Adrian Forbes, I beg your pardon.
Well, Bailey tried to actually control the movement and spread the court.
Forbes dishes it over. Back to Bailey. Bailey misses the shot, and there is the rebound and putback by Aris.
It's all about determination from Aris, though. After getting his rebound, he knew that he was not going to let it go that easy.
No, he's not, and not letting anything go is Triplet, who made that nice intercept just now. Brown, back to Triplet. Triplet tries the three. No good, rims off the front. Rebound to DeAndre Forbes, who takes it down court. Pulls up for a three of his own, no good. This is what I was saying they need to stay away from. The errant threes that aren't necessarily there or covered by rebounds.
Well, it's not their game, though.
There goes Bailey. Nice move on the inside. That's what we need to see more of. Rebound by Bailey himself. Now the Waves come ahead, and Forbes dunks it home with two hands to make the rim rock.
Well, if I'm the coach of the Storm, I should be unhappy. Jim Brunelli is not necessarily happy at the present time.
Adrian Forbes answers the question.
I don't know what question was posed, but he did answer it, though.
Can you do it too?
Well, what I saw earlier on, though, in terms of the defensive aspect, all of the team members were left up at the top of the court and watched his opponents actually just hammering home. You can't allow to do that, especially in the fourth quarter.
That's correct, and that's absolutely correct. And Lushane Wilson steps to the line to shoot two. Makes the first. What are we going to say now?
Commentator's curse will happen. Shane Wilson, can you break the commentator's curse? We've been hoping for the entire game.
We've been looking for it, and it still hasn't happened.
Oh,
Rebound
nice.
comes off to Levy. Levy pulls the trigger on the three and misses. Forbes decides to take it over himself.
Well, that was ill-advised a while ago, that three-point shot.
Definitely. Here comes Triplet with a nice turn. Blocking foul is now called on DeAndre Forbes.
Well, the big man imposed himself. He knew who was behind him. So he knew if he took a step back, anyone behind him in terms of Forbes would have been brushed away.
Brushed away to one side.
Had a huge advantage, and he used it to his ability.
Brown. Bailey. Oh! Bailey overthrew that pass just now.
But poor communication, though.
Didn't give Forbes a chance to get it. Forbes gets this rebound, though.
Poor communication. Forbes didn't know he was going up for the alley-oop.
He didn't.
So he was looking behind him. Maybe he thought that someone else would have actually gone for it.
Back up top to Bailey. Bailey on the drive, dishes to Forbes, who tries to dunk, but his shot was changed. Ooh, Brown had a dream, and Lushane interrupted it.
What was the dream that Brown had, though?
He was dreaming he would make a bounce pass to Adrian Forbes, but Lushane woke him up.
But Wilson actually went and covered well in the fence.
Oh, there is a foul called there, and Aris will shoot two.
Very good work from Aries, though, driving towards the basket. Knew there was a defender who was right under the rim, so he drove towards him. So any contact at all
would have been a foul.
Exactly. That is smart thinking on the way of Aries, and I hope he didn't do it just to do its sake. I hope he did it because he thought of it.
He obviously thought about what he was going to do. Now let's hope that they can think about making the free throws.
Let's not comment. First one going awry.
I will not comment on free throws again.
Second one even worse than the first.
Golding lobs it over to Kennedy. Kennedy now on the inside with the turnaround shot, and it's good from Nicaro Golding.
That was smooth, though. He stepped back to make some space to land that in.
Let's see what the answer is. They're down by one. Let's see what their defense can do to keep them from going further. The Storm are looking to make the Waves pay. And Bailey muscles his way in for a tiny man.
Well, you would say muscle, though. I would say swift. He was extremely fast, going by the defenders like they were a pillar of salt.
Here comes Triplett with the rebound of that air ball. Knocked out of bounds, continues in the same direction.
Why do you do that, though, Triplett? You have your own player beside you to your right, another player even 5 meters away. Pass the ball.
Agreed, and the player didn't set the pick.
Exactly.
Here comes Forbes, now trying to set the pick. Oh! I'm not sure I like what Triplett was thinking just now.
Well, the camera is on Triplett. Seems like he's a breather.
The fatigue is starting to set in with everyone except Bailey.
And the reason why, though, I think he's attacking the basket more, maybe he realizes that they're moving slower. That's the Waves team. Fatigue has set in somewhat. And because he still has some energy, he's attacking the basket with his speed and dynamic movement, and hopefully
taking advantage of that.
Exactly.
And here he is again. Bailey. We know he can accelerate real quick. Over to Triplett, who tries the three and makes it this time.
Smooth timing, perfection.
He needed that. And so did the Storm. Oh, nice fake. Step back, no good. Wanted the contact. Referee didn't agree. Here comes Bailey. Beats his man. Now looking to pull up. Oh, nice move. Oh, what a swat from DeAndre Forbes.
Now,
Get that out of here.
Aries was 2 yards away from the rim. Big man, go strong.
Go strong.
Go strong. You have a defender to your right, go strong.
DeAndre was not having that at all. And Lucian takes a rest along with Golding.
A lot of players coming out. Kennedy is one player who
I believe this is now a timeout. We're now in a timeout.
Yeah, it is a timeout though, but before the timeout, you saw some good movements. This from the Waves team and also from the Storm. Now, both teams are playing a little bit more relaxed, not relaxed though, are playing a little more tense than before.
Yes.
They're not being as aggressive and when they just started out in the first quarter because they know that time is winding down.
That's right.
And because of that, they're having a more possession of the ball. They're having it for a longer period because they don't want to play the up and down dandy basketball that we saw earlier on. And because of that, I think they have now become a little more tense than more comfortable. And you're seeing it play out.
Yes.
However, what has happened here is that a breakdown in the defense from the Waves team more than once, but Storm failing to capitalize more than once.
That's true. That is absolutely correct. One of the players that are actually acknowledging and recognizing what's happening is Bailey, who's trying to take advantage of it, but he's not able to finish each time that he does it.
And even when he passes off, though, as you see a word there happening between Triplet and Aries. Triplet not happy with something from Aries. He's shaking his head. Can I tell you what you just said a while ago?
I wish you could tell me.
Yeah, but I wish I could tell you too.
Aries. Oh, three-point shot, no good. Aries with the rebound. Fights it in and gives it to Forbes for the rim-rocking dunk. Woo.
Mr.
Forbes with a two-handed jam.
And if you're going to jam, that's the way you should, with both hands.
With emphasis. Tracks down the rebound, does Forbes. Hands it over to Triplet. Triplet brings it over slowly.
And I'm liking this, though, from the Storm. They're running down the clock, taking their time.
Triplet with a short jumper. Pulls up at the top of the key. Makes it look easy.
He's all confident right now.
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Triplet.
Oh, yes. Here come the Waves now with their possession. Lushane Wilson breaks it, splits the defense, but misses the basket. Those are going to hurt in the few minutes coming up. Oh, there goes Aries. Bad off the board.
It's a good defensive.
Coming back the other way are the Waves. Lines up for three, no good. Rebound to Aries.
So all alone was leaving, taking that three-pointer. Could have used his teammates, could have come inside for a 20-foot jumper.
Triplet with the turnaround, no good. Rebound by Forbes, though. Talk about hustling till the end. Forbes is not giving up. He's not letting any ball loose that he doesn't try to challenge and get.
Well, you don't want this to be happening right now if you're the coach of Waves in Rowan Robinson, because now you have a double-digit deficit, which you didn't have before. And time is winding down with about less than 5 minutes on the clock. And a strong man, Forbes, is at the line, who is a very good free throw shooter. Want to see what he'll do here right now. I know why my co-commentator is... what are you doing, chuckling?
I'm making no comments at all.
Oh, my word. Well, we're seeing what he's doing now, though.
None.
Still a 10-point lead for Storm. Has been aggressive.
Oh, rattles that hole.
Soft touch. Soft touch.
Indeed, indeed. But the big man has been doing a lot, so we give him a pass on that. Rebound comes off. Knocked out of bounds, and it still stays with the Waves.
Well, Shane Wilson, though, never realized that the defender was right beside him or right behind him, was more concentrating on the defender to his left, not realizing there was a defender to his right, and was slashed out of his hand.
Forbes doesn't look... Looks like he has a challenge with something. Oh, but he's okay. All right, so out comes Triplet, in comes Fahar. Long inbound pass. Oh, and the defense is just swarming on everything for the Storm. And they have violated the time clock again.
Not for the first time.
A coach will not be happy with that, especially now. You're down by 11. Not the time to fall apart.
And it's looking on the shot clock.
Small into McDaniel. McDaniel misses. Rebound comes off to Wilson. Carrying it up the floor is Thomas. Back in the hands now.
Trying to go around the blocker. That's the best way to take his blocking game away from him.
Tries to pass it to Clahere, but Clahere missed it. Back to McDaniel. McDaniel tries the three, pulls the trigger, and makes it. That's a feel-good three.
That's a what kind of three?
A three-pointer that you feel good that it went in.
I'm not debating. I'm just asking what you're saying.
I'm saying he should feel good about that because it actually went down for him.
Oh, maybe he felt good from before. That's why he landed it.
Possibly. Small trying to make something happen, but didn't. Oh, and swatted away by Forbes. And he gives the finger. That used to be Dikembe Mutombo from the NBA giving that finger wagging and saying, "Not in my house."
Yeah, it's not allowed in the NBA anymore. I don't know why, though.
I don't know. It was fun.
I think they would have intimidated their opponent by doing that.
So now another timeout taken. And here we see Lushane hands it over to Thomas. Thomas goes up, and Forbes rejects. Not in my house.
Not in my apartment building. I know you were going to say that, though. He has been a monster in defense, that's Forbes. He has held a block party for weeks or for months. You can speak about this block party.
Definitely, definitely. And if we're talking about the Storm, we're talking about the dynamic trio. Bailey, Forbes, and Triplett.
Yeah. There's the Coach Robinson giving instructions again.
Still trying to motivate his team to get a little more out of them. Come on, we've got 3 minutes and 24 seconds left. Let's make it happen
And
now.
we're down by 14.
Well, so let's see what happens now on the oh, stolen there. Bailey almost ripped it off. And oh, nice. Got the roll, did Levy.
Very good cut by Levy, though, cutting inside and a soft touch to land it home.
And here comes Bailey, looking again, driving inside and banks it home off the rim. Nice finish from Bailey.
Alex Levy, before having 12 points under his name.
And Bailey with 15. Ooh, that's got to be a foul, McDaniel. You know that. You don't reach over and touch. You know it was going to happen. He took the call well. He knew it. So shooting two will be Jamal Davis. No good on the first. Buries the second.
Don't know what curse you had on these players here this afternoon.
I don't know, but McDaniel is trying to break it now.
Showing some dribbling skills, McDaniel.
Bailey at the top. Drives in, pulls up for a short jumper at the free throw line and makes it. Excellent shot there from Bailey. 17 points now in the game for Joel Bailey.
Very good movement from Bailey, and he's feeling it, actually. You're talking about a feel-good feeling? He's feeling it.
Whoa! Bailey with a under-the-leg pass. And Small. Small doing his best to try and make 2 points. Couldn't get it there.
Why are you going for the fancy?
What?
Why are you going for the fancy?
Because it
Turnaround looks good.
It looks good. You're up by 15 points. You have 2 minutes left. Do something to make the crowd happy. Not what a coach wants.
He has,
Not
he has
what
tried
the
that
coach
back
wants.
door all night, failing to do so. Turn around, lay the ball in.
Simple.
Jeez. Come on, Small.
Small misses the first.
So, and
See this
myself.
one.
How tall is he though?
Small, if I am not mistaken, Small is 5'8". How tall are you?
5'9".
Hey, somebody else you're taller than.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm rooting for you.
So you see, you could play basketball.
Not a
Rebound and put back
well,
by Roman Parks.
guess what? What goes against me is my height. The other thing that goes against me is my age. Right now.
I'm not going to ask. I'm going to leave it alone.
And the third thing to go against me is my weight. Elton Charles back with that.
Oh. Bailey misses that, but the rebound corralled and grabbed by Daniel Martillier, who misses the shot. Here come the Waves. A wide open three, misses. Thomas grabs it, looks around and tries to decide what to do. Levy pulls the trigger and makes it.
Well, that was like Robin Hood, bow and arrow days. Aim was there.
Cuts the lead to 11 with just a minute to go.
Please remember, we're grabbing the man of the match. We're gonna have somebody take over the board tonight.
Let's see what happens. Small, moving at 100 miles an hour non-stop, still playing hard. Martillier gets a point. Daniel Martillier. All
his first for the
6'5"
night,
of him.
Not his first for the night.
It's his second
basket of the night. 4 points under his belt for Martillier.
To the victor goes the spoils. And we're pretty much at the end of this one with just about 30 seconds left.
Well, if you're looking,
Oh, a nice move
well, the camera angle
by
had
Malcolm.
everyone in the backdrop. You were looking at the backdrop a short while ago. You saw the fat lady walking through the door.
I missed her when she was walking out.
So she walked out of the first game up from the third quarter, and in this game she just walked out
At the end of the fourth.
At the end of the fourth, so she sang her song earlier on.
Martillier brings it across, hands it to Royal. Royal will hang on to it for the end of this one. And that, as they say, is all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, according to yourself. 2 games on the cards, but this game, the second of the doubleheader, the Storm and the Waves. It's a Storm coming through 79-64 in this affair, though. The Storm itself, I thought, played well in spurts.
In spurts, yes.
That's the most thing. They played well in spurts. And they need to fix that if they are to go any further, though. Started well, then they waddled somewhat, and then came back on their footing, waddled somewhat, and then they start in the fourth quarter when it mattered the most, they stood strong.
But that's what storms do. They blow hard, then they ease, then the eye of the storm passes, then they blow again.
Well, guess what? On that point, we're going to go to some highlights of the second matchup.
Let's see. So there's the injury to Xander, who came back and did continue to play. There's the block by Leshane, who was standing strong for the Waves. And there's the other angle of the triangle of the Storm, Bailey, with a nice pull-up jumper right there. So if we put the tail of the tape together, we see that the Storm basically had the support of their 3 bigs, well, their 3 biggest players, which would be Joel Bailey, Draylon Triplett, and Adrian Forbes. On the side of the Waves, they rode the shoulders of Lashane Wilson for as long as they could. They had some help from Levy, a little bit of help from Golding, and then Bowers was trying to do what he could on the defensive end. But in general, they didn't have a whole lot from the rest of the team. So looking at the tail of the tape, it seems like the Storm was a little deeper than the Waves.
That's a long tail, though, for the tape. I can't just tell you that, though, to be honest. But in terms of MVP for this matchup, who would you point to? I mean, it was all over for the first game. You gave 3 names for the top 2.
For the top, I get 3 names
for the top 2. But let's see what you'll do for this matchup.
For this matchup, I think I'm going to have to say, in terms of holding it together and doing what they needed to do, I'm going to have to give it to Jalen Triplett.
Triplett?
Yes.
Jalen Triplett. Is it that easy, though, to look ahead or look beyond Adrian Forbes?
It's not that easy. It's not an easy call because Forbes was defensively strong, offensively there. But when you look at the scoring totals and contribution as necessary, Triplett was the one that finished it. He had the dagger threes that made it work because the Waves came back crashing in, and Triplett had the threes that actually kept them at bay.
Well, he finished with 14 points, though.
And that's a big finish right there. But in general, the effort of Adrian Forbes cannot be understated. It's just that I would give the slight edge to Triplett.
Well, guess what? There was no edge in the opening game between the Horizon and the Rivers, as the Rivers stopped flowing and Horizon got the better with a 110-64 victory in that first matchup. In the second game, it was the Storm who blew down the Waves because it was a 79-64 win in that second game. But we're back here tomorrow.
Yes.
Any final words?
Final words, tomorrow we're looking for even more excitement because the teams will now be playing each other in different ways, and we're going to see a different matchup tomorrow.
Well, it will be Horizon versus the Waves at 6 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock it will be the Storm versus the River. Sean Grant, Courtney Campbell, we'll be back here again inside the National Arena for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League. It will be day 2.
Day 2. We look forward to it, and we look forward to seeing you all. So come on out, invite your family, your friends, everyone. Come on out. It's going to be a great day. It's a beautiful Sunday to watch some basketball.
Until then.